race me tonight.
Let's go. Yeah, I think we're good to go.
High speed, young drivers, fast cars. It's a recipe for death.
This is it. Real street racing, baby.
You burn the rubber, you smell the fumes. I mean, the feeling is like you're breaking your virginity.
Straight battle? Ready to go?
We arranged a little gathering of cars. We were expecting a good couple of hundred cars at least. Depending on the weather, it could be more. And we're going to convoy around the M25. The M25 is a motorway. It circles the outside of London and it's going to be different to all the cruises we have run in the past. The people in their sort of souped-up cars back in the day used to rally round it and see how quickly they could get around. There was talks of cars doing it in around 50-odd minutes when the M25 is 117 miles. So it was quite hectic speeds, and the police even had to hire a Lotus Colton to just keep up with the cars that were going round.
I would draw a very good distinction between racing cars and showing cars like the cruisers do, because I see the after effects of street racing, which is dead young men.
I think people get the perception of what our street race is like. It's like something you're going to see in the Fast and Furious. You see them all people down the side of the road and they're cheering everyone on, racing for money. It's not that at all. We don't race for money. At the end of the day, we race for respect from the rest of the others. So you can turn around and say, yep, that was a good race, your car's quick, and that's it, and then you move on to another car.
Okay, it's Saturday night, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock now at night, so it's been quite a warm day today, so I think a lot of the cars will already be in, so we're just going to go down and sort of see what volume of cars we've got down there and see what the behaviour's like this evening.
Blimey.
I've had this car for 10 long years. I've been trying to drive up to my car's potential. So I enjoy challenging my car to see how far I can push it. It's a competition between me and my car. Good evening. Hey, how's your car doing? I'm thinking of changing the brakes. Every time I feel I've mastered the car, I discover further possibilities to conquer. I have a girlfriend now. Sometimes she comes with me to the races. Since she doesn't drive, she usually watches my driving and she seems bored with it. Well, if I consider my car another girlfriend, it's definitely higher maintenance. But of course, I love my human girlfriend.
When I'm out looking for cars that are racing or have the potential to be racing, what we do is look for the modified cars. So we're going to head down there and take a look. Excuse me. Could you move, please? Move. Thank you. Well, they all want to stand in front of their license plates so we don't get their license plates. Some of them have racing stripes on them, special lights, neon lights and stuff. They call attention to themselves. For people that want to race and not call attention to themselves by the police, they seem to do a very good job at that. There's a perfect example of somebody looking for a race. He's got wheelie bars beneath that car. The wheelie bars in that 1963 Corvette are there, so he's got so much power that if he hits that gas pedal real hard, his front end of the car is going to come off the ground. So those wheelie bars in the back are to prevent that front end from coming off and him losing control. So there's an example, not only, there's a race going on right here. There's a BMW M3. Okay, so this is a BMW, just took off at a very high rate of speed. So we're going to stop him, we're going to pull him over. Suffolk County Police, license, registration, insurance card. You know you're going too fast, right? Yeah. Okay, be right with you. Street racing has been going on pretty much since the birth of the car. Cruising and racing. I don't know if there's much that can be done to change it. These people taking part in street races, they can be arrested if their actions rise to that level. They can be mandated to appear in court and also impound their cars if necessary. So we do have a lot of tools. But it's a tough battle. It doesn't always stop them. They get another car or they get an attorney that gets the car back for them and then they're out racing again. Or they race without a license, hoping that they don't get caught. Yeah, unfortunately, the street racing can lead to very severe accidents. People have been maimed and injured, and we've had loss of life. It's a very serious thing.
Illegal races usually happen at night on streets where there is enough room to race. It's more for fun than real competition. I street race for the thrill more than anything. It's a whole different feeling. There aren't security measures like on a track. You get an adrenaline boost. It's also a place to meet guys and girls. You have your fun and then you move on to somewhere else. This is my father's shop. He has a small section dedicated to our race cars, where we have special mechanics. This is a car I race. It's a 1991 Chevy Silverado with a 454 engine.
It has hydraulics, so it can adjust to any road conditions. We added some additional equipment to it. We added different headers for more power.
The entire dash and steering wheel have been chromed. And there is a pair of controls we use for the nitrous oxide system.
Trucks are meant for heavy-duty use, so the chassis and other parts are reinforced. Because my son is in this car, it's important to think about those things. We need to go, it's getting late. Ramon, you're in charge of putting the cars away.
No es que yo aliente a mi hijo a que corra en las calles, pero si lo hace, se lo haga con algunas medidas de seguridad y prefiero yo estar cerca porque lo puedo orientar y eso nos evitaría algún contratiempo. Ahora, es algo que lo va a hacer conmigo sí, y sí prefiero estar cerca de él.
ドリフトはもう僕にとっても趣味ですね。
Drifting is my hobby. It's an expensive one. Drifting is hitting the car on purpose. We see how far we can push it without losing control. I have been drifting for almost 2 years now. I work as a golf caddy on weekends. I'm competitive, so I always try to drift better and with more style than the other cars.
趣味なんでもなんですけど、誰にも負けたくないっていうのがあるんで、まあああいう走ってる時にはやっぱり他の車がいるかっこよくドリフトしたいっていう気持ちはいつもある。
Drifters say life is sideways. This has two meanings. The first, of course, is that we love to drive our cars sideways. The second is that I live my life sideways, just drifting along.
This is it. Real street racing, Long Island, baby. Tonight is the night. As you can see, we got a lot of cars here. If you come out, this is it.
We do the drag racing, quarter mile, 1,320 feet. Speeds can range from 108 miles an hour to 146 miles an hour. $1,000, $1,500, $5,000. You know, it gets really crazy. But these guys got it.
For cars.
Huh?
It's for cars.
Pinks.
Pink, yellow, green, whatever color it is now.
All depends on the pocket. You got the money, you have a rocket.
We're heading down to an area that I just was made aware of by another police officer in the precinct that is known for some very high-speed drag racing. I think one of the biggest hazards or dangers of street racing is danger to the public. Innocent people going about their business and having to worry about these cars racing up and down and possibly hurting or killing somebody.
On the other side of the shrubs here is where all the kids gather up. Some nights there's 20 cars, that's usually during the week. In the summer, on the weekends, night like tonight, we can get up to 100, 150 cars there. This is where they park, it's the starting line. So we're here early enough tonight where there's nobody there yet, you know.
This is a starting point. This is where the cars line up. You can see down here are some of the tire marks where they start, they burn rubber. In fact, here's a really good one. If the tires got so hot and they were burning so much rubber, it actually peeled the middle yellow line right off the roadway here, made a divot in the roadway. See the skid mark? See how it looks like it goes sideways first? What this is like when they warm up their tires. What they do here is they sit in one spot, they'll hold their foot on the brake, and they'll spin the wheel until it really heats it up, and then they get this cloud, this plume of white smoke. What happens to the tires is as they're spinning up and heating up, the car is not moving forward, but it ends up moving sideways, and the car accelerates away, and then you see the rest of that skid mark, which in this case is about 25 feet long. It takes a lot of, nerve to do this.
They said that it was looking like a good turnout here, so we're really pleased with how many cars have turned up so far.
Basically, we just come down here, it's just like you can see, it's just a meeting point for everyone to come down and just talk and hang out, see what they've been doing in the week. I mean, it's just a chance to just chill out before we know what we're doing for the night.
I'll probably lead the convoy out. We're keeping to 60 miles an hour, so it's completely legal. And it's just having a nice, calm drive round. OK, we're just going to go and let some of the others know that it's time to head off. Bucky, if you can still hear me, I'm dropping right back until this other car catches up, and I'm going to see if I can get them to speed up. It's an escape for all of us. It's nice to be on a road heading somewhere and just windows down, sort of feel the breeze coming in and not a care in the world, just getting over the stresses of daily life.
Well, as we've been doing our cruise time, we've been on the motorway for most of it. So over here, the speed limit's actually 70 miles an hour. And it varies greatly. I mean, I got down to one point of doing literally 20, 25 miles an hour to keep the convoy together. So I think a few people really want to put their foot down tonight and just have a race before they go home to bed.
I think it's been like a really good night for the Essex boys. I mean, the crew's organised it and they've put in a lot of work and it's really paid off. Just the number of people that have turned up, and so it's been a good success.
I'm looking for someone to race me tonight. We're going to where we have the street races. We call it the Box Factory. Some of the dangers of this kind of street racing are that you can crash, you can go off the road, you could run somebody over.
Cosas que te da el peligro, que te puede seguir la policía, es algo que te motiva, es algo diferente. Eso lo traes adentro, estás buscando dónde. Es como el que es adicto al alcohol, a lo que tú quieras, está buscando dónde ir a correr. Y la verdad, no ganas nada, excepto lo que tú sientes por dentro, la adrenalina que sacas, eso que te hace sentir en las carreras.
You think you can beat the truck?
Yeah. I've already raced 6 times tonight.
Te dejo enfriar tu carro, vamos a ponerle una.
Let's take a look inside your car and we will put a little money on it.
Okay. Ya como quieran.
Good. Ready?
From here to there?
Right.
Los arrancones me gustan por la adrenalina. Más que nada por las apuestas.
I like the adrenaline
Son
of racing.
ilegales, pero pues me
I like the betting. I like the kind of guys who race here.
Cuando veo carrera me da alegría, pero a la vez como que nervios, porque no sé qué vaya a pasar.
You never know what will happen.
El ambiente de las carreras es como que hay mucha energía.
There's a lot of energy at the races, but it's really dangerous and I don't like it too much.
Y otro es que la policía te corretea y eso lo hace emocionante. Algunas veces logras esquivarlo, pero cuando te llegan a detener te cuesta que vayas, te detengan, entonces te entregas toda la permaneces detenido si es que te alcanzan. La verdad es que no sé si no nos quieren agarrar o no han podido, pero la hemos librado, hasta ahorita la hemos librado. Y en eso nos cambiamos a otra calle, digo, porque no crean que nos agarran, nos vamos a nuestra casa, nos vamos a otra calle a hacerlo. Vámonos al estado, vámonos.
Let's go to the state, let's go.
Vámonos.
Como tenemos aquí las dos partes, lo que nos divide
We're right on the border between the state and the district. When the state police come, we go to the district. When the district police come, we go to the state. So unless they both come together, we are all right.
All the stuff that's going on right now with race cars, everything else, the accidents, the people are dying. The police officer's not playing anymore. Especially New York City. When they take your race cars, they're crushing them. You're looking at $20,000, maybe $50,000 cars are getting destroyed. It's out of hand, especially the cars are getting faster. They're not as slow as they used to be 10 years ago. You know, now you're looking at 7-second cars, 8-second cars on the street. You know, by the time you realize the car's out of control, you're dead. If a tire blows out, a car breaks in the front, you could kill 5-10 people. Matter of fact, I almost got killed. So that day I got back into the shop, I got out my race car, I took it completely apart and sold it. Every last piece of it. There's nothing like seeing a telephone pole in front of you and your whole family flash it in front of your face. Then you get to decide whether you want to go home or whether you want to stay street racing. I'm gonna try and go home from now on.
There's a lot of police here now. They just appeared all of a sudden.
We better leave here soon. How about the London Road?
Battle?
Should we battle?
やっぱり最初やったことない人って危ない
People think it's dangerous to race on a highway, but it's not really true.
ですけど決してそんなことはないんですよ。ですから
But once you experience it, you'll find out that racing is a type of sport, just like football and soccer.
なんですよね。ですから本当にフットボールとかそうだな。
Just like any other sports, you will have a great time as long as you play by the rules.
There aren't any specific rules for streetcar racing, but there is etiquette, like using blinkers. The driver who's ahead at the end of a long straightaway is usually the winner. If it is a very close race, the driver who backs down loses.
I mean, is everyone coming out? Everyone's down tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, have you got any with you? I mean, I know he's going to race tonight. I know Chris will. A couple of the others at the moment have gone down to one of our sites where we go. There's about 3 or 4 cars and a couple of bikes that's gone down now. They're just going to check out to make sure the road's clear. There's no cars parked up down there. If there is any, try and just get them to move, basically.
When I get the text, I'll give you the signal and you can get the guys together on my leave, yeah?
Yeah, cool.
All right, then.
All right, mate.
I'll talk to you in a
I'll sort
minute.
my lot out, all right? Yeah, well, if everyone's going together, we'll just get down there now. Right, and other than that, we're good to go. So that's it, let's go street racing.
My name is Tyrone. Everybody calls me Tybo. This is my son, Tyrone Jr., and this is my wife, Kenya. Well, you know, when you get up that line, you know, you burn the rubber, you smell the fumes. I mean, the feeling is like you're breaking your virginity. It's just the feeling that when you're coming through that exit, you did it because it's something you've been reaching a goal for and accomplished. So you want to say, okay, I want to graduate college. You know, and you say, hey, I want to get to the end of that quarter and mean it. You know, and that's the feeling. People are watching, you're like, I can't mess up. Man, even when I was at my son's age, I love cars, I love motorcycles, and there was always something that's in the blood. You know, it's just, you're born with it.
What's going on?
I race those big blocks of Chevelle over there, Tybo, going down.
you know who won.
Yeah, you know who won. Said I cheated, which is true. Because I have to when you're dealing with Rat. They don't call him Fat Rat for nothing. I ain't messing with him.
Till next week.
This is fun. It's really going tonight. Look, here are some more good cars. This is dangerous. That's why I'm here, to look after my son. This is getting tricky. It's getting really tight, and people could get run over. I hope no one gets run over.
Well, if something happens, we'll just take them to the hospital and leave them there. Just take them to the hospital.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous.
I
wouldn't blame myself if anything ever happened to my son on the street. Obviously, I'm always worried that something's going to happen. But me being here or not being here isn't going to change that. I'm always going to worry. My wife and I fight about the racing. She wonders how can I encourage him to do something so dangerous. And when I say something to him about it, she says I have no right to, because I taught him how to do it. One day I saw him driving down the road so fast. This is fun. It's really going tonight. Look, here are some more good cars. This is dangerous. That's why I'm here, to look after my son. This is getting tricky. It's getting really tight, and people could get run over. I hope no one gets run over.
Well, if something happens, we'll just take them to the hospital and leave them there. Just take them to the hospital.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous.
I
wouldn't blame myself if anything ever happened to my son on the street. Obviously, I'm always worried that something's going to happen. But me being here or not being here isn't going to change that. I'm always going to worry. My wife and I fight about the racing. She wonders how can I encourage him to do something so dangerous. And when I say something to him about it, she says I have no right to, because I taught him how to do it. One day I saw him driving down the road so fast. I couldn't even catch him. When I got home and told my wife, she said that I had no right to scold him. It was my fault for teaching him. So now I can't say anything.
I had a bad accident on Clapham Road. It was in my old car. I was driving down the road and a Beetle Turbo S pulled up beside me. So we decided to see who was faster. We were racing and a car pulled out in front of me. The Beetle stopped and I tried to stop, but the car kept going. I skidded off the road and ran into the guardrail. I was still going very fast, and when we hit, I hurt my knee pretty badly. And the friend who was riding up front with me fractured his spine. He was almost paralyzed, and another friend in the car was also hurt.
Pizza! No, where are you, yeah? Alright, mate, I'll be 5 minutes. The place that we're going to tonight, it's a dead-end road, and easily you can get up to 120 120, 130 miles an hour down there. And when there's only two cars side by side, I mean, anything could happen. We've seen like slight little accidents where people have been going too fast and they put their foot on the brake too quickly and back end's just skidded and they've actually clipped the car next to her. Well, we're here. And we started coming down here a lot more because it's actually a lot safer road because you can see there's just nothing either side. I mean, we've got a pig field marsh one side and then we've got a cemetery the other side. I mean, every time we say where we're going tonight, and if we say cemetery, everyone knows where we're going. I mean, there's going to be hundreds of cemeteries in the whole of Essex. I know we're all going to end up there eventually one day, but I just don't think anyone wants to end up there after doing a night of this. That's the only thing. So, no, that's got to be spooky now as well. I'm going to be thinking about that tonight on the way home, just make sure, yeah, here lies Ash. Died street racing, ended up in a cemetery where he raced. Not particularly something I want to... actually, no, I don't want to think about that anyway, though.
It's a bit like telling people about smoking. You know, people know what the effects of smoking are. They see it day in, day out. They just don't think about it. Oh, that's a bit busier. You can see it's a fairly wide road. There's a few people gathering on the right-hand side here now.
Well, it looks like our favourite friends have just turned back up again. No, they're just going straight past. Cool. I mean, I know what we are doing is illegal, but the way that we all see it, we're not hurting anyone. We're not the people to go out. None of us do drugs or go out, commit robberies or like any crimes or anything like that. They think our crime is because we race our cars. And to us, I can't see the biggest. There's no crime in that at all. I mean, I don't know. I think that's one reason why we don't like the police as well.
If a wheel bearing comes off, if a tyre deflates rapidly, if someone pulls out, if a handbrake comes off and a car rolls out into the road, a pedestrian runs across the road and trips and they have to take avoiding action, where are they going to go? They're going to go onto the pavement. That pavement's full of spectators. So very, very easily it can go wrong. Speed limit here is... I actually don't know. It gets worse.
Watch out. Yeah, I know. This is the good... Oh, no, they're just... No, I think we're good to go. Let's go. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Right, I'm just going to get someone to block the roads, because if we block the end of the road now, the police are not going to be able to get back down again. I mean, this is just where it all starts. I mean, it's usually about 3 or 4 of us actually start a race. And all it is just straight down the bottom. I know where the line is. I mean, that's just what happens most of the night. But then all of a sudden, you start getting the more powerful cars come out, and that's when it starts getting really interesting. Ready? Ready? I mean, the two that are racing in a minute, best of friends, but I'll tell you, on the track they are just sworn enemies because one wins it one week, one wins it the next week, and it's just this ongoing thing at the moment.
That's all right, that one.
Yeah, it's a good race, that. Now we've got to find out who's racing next. I mean, that's Katie, one of our lady members of the group. She likes a bit of a race here and there and everything, so it'd be interesting to see who she's going up against. 3, 2, 1, go! At the moment, just everyone wants to have a go now, so it's going to be probably quite a busy night tonight, isn't it? So, I mean, I might even give it a go in a minute and take mine out. Even my parents are just, they still can't understand why I do it. They say, I can't understand why you spend all this money on your car, and it's just... It's great.
You got something to show for it?
Yeah, I have. That's the end of the day. I mean, I don't go out drinking, I don't do drugs, I don't get in trouble with the police, I go to work. I do like 10-hour day at work, Monday to Friday, the weekends I just want to relax, I want to come out with my mates, and I want to spend my money on something. I can't see anything wrong with that, but I mean, I know quite a few people's parents down there they can't understand why we're so obsessed with it. But I mean, I think it's just a buzz.
We use 9J tires. These are smaller tires than the regular ones for this rim. The tires are stretched out to fit the larger size rim. This makes them look cool. These tires are popular with drifters. Our type of driving wears out tires quickly.
ドリフト行ったらもうやっぱりすぐ減りますね。今日走ってで明日走るとなると
I change tires every time I drive.
ほとんど毎回その変えないとダメですね、タイヤは。でもタイヤは毎回ドリフトやってる人らは新しいやつは使わない。その中古タイヤ、ユーズドタイヤを使ってる。今ちょうど走ってたんですけど、
Somebody saw all the drifters and called the police.
台数がいっぱい来たんで、ちょっと誰かが警察に電話して、多分警察今来たんで、今ちょっと散らばってます。今はちょっと警察がいなくなるまで
We are waiting for the police to go away.
待機して待ってます。警察がいなくなるのを待ってます。これはいつも毎週ちょっと30分ぐらい走ったら警察すぐ来てこう待機してでまた入って待機の繰り返しですね。いつもですねこれは。
Unfortunately, the crowd got too big and the police stopped us.
で今さっきふ頭から
So we moved here to do some mountain drifting for the rest of the night.
して事故ったことはないですけど
I've never had an accident, but I've had many close calls. 普通にドリフトをしな I can't tell what my life would be like if I didn't drift.
わかんないです。ドリフトしながらどうなってるかわかんないですけど、今ドリフトしてて良かったと思うし、わかんないですけど、
But it is certainly good for me, and I've made lots of friends through drifting.
できたし、ドリフトを通じてですけど、
I'm glad I'm into drifting now, and I want to keep doing it.
これからもこういう感じでいろんなドリフトを頑張って。
From rusty chassis to smoking hot rods. From the very first sketches to highly polished prototypes. They'll sand, they'll buff, they'll polish and they'll grind for as long as it takes to get the perfect ride. Burning rubber has never been so much fun. Rides, weekdays at 1 on Discovery HD.
Sunrise Earth is about taking a moment, or 2 moments, to notice what's going on. It's a time to be peaceful, slow down, and get ready for a whole new day. It's a very special time and a very special place captured in spectacular detail.
So get up early and join me for Sunrise Earth.
Sunrise Earth, weekdays at 5 on Discovery HD.
The boys of Bikedom are back and now in high definition for an all-new series of American Chopper on Discovery HD. Hal Sr., the daddy of deadlines. All right, we got bikes to build. Hal Jr., the prince of pressure.
We've really got to be at the top of our game.
The boys are back with a brand new series. Watch American Chopper in high definition. Saturdays at 2 on Discovery HD.
Italy, a country steeped in history. The Romans did quite a lot of invading and left behind some very useful stuff. A great deal of fun was had with music, and the arts, as well as some very tasty cuisine and wine. We know all its exports, so it must have something going for it. Magnificent Italia, Tuesday at 9 on Discovery HD.
Taking the cars out to have some fun today. Going to take a ride by Madison Square Garden, do some burnout, act a little crazy out in Manhattan. We're taking a few cars out there, about 6 or 7 cars. Wake the neighborhood up early in the morning. That's the best time to do it. Try to do it when the shift change. Go out there, have some fun. We got all these fast cars on Long Island. They never see these cars in Manhattan ever, so they might even like it and, you know, applaud us. We don't know how the cops gonna like it, but we're just gonna take them out there and see what happens. I have no idea what we're doing.
What's up, y'all? I just went over there, man. There's more police cars over there than people.
Where?
At the garden.
We got to see now. A lot of cops out today. Worse than last night, probably. I don't know what we're gonna do.
The only time we can probably get away with this is if we pull cars to the side, kind of screen it off, rat comes to the middle, do his quick burnout, and just leave, get the hell out of there. You know, we just gotta time the traffic light. If we time the traffic light, we'll have enough time to get it over. The only problem is there's a police precinct right on the next block. You see the light, how it's clear? When that happens,
we'll come and block this up right here.
We pull right up, like, I don't know, like maybe the second taxi car driver, second car. Yeah. You do your burnout right there. But don't pull up till that other light down there is on green.
With that red one right there?
Yeah, the red one. This way you don't have to stop. And then take it down 4 or 5 blocks and make a left or right turn. The precinct's right at the side anyway. All the police cars at the side.
I won't be making that right turn.
Can't beat that. Again, you know, the biggest superstars in the world perform at the Garden.
Yep.
And it was only Fat Rat Stern to perform.
Right now, we're getting ready to head to Long Island. But first, we're gonna ride around, see how the burnouts look, and head back to Long Island and get ready for tonight races. More street racing tonight.